Hello. Hi. I'm streaming. Not something I do all too often, and I need to start doing more. But I decided that I'm gonna try and stream either every day or every couple days this month, at least until Christmas, because I got something really exciting. I got an advent calendar, and each of these little sacks has a miniature in it that I can paint. And this first one that I got, it's so cute. It's like really, really tiny. And it's like a little familiar. It kind of gets out of focus when you can't take it close to the camera, but it's like a little flying monkey. And so I was gonna paint it last night, but then I didn't have enough time, and I kind of wanted to do it on stream, and I didn't have enough time to like set up all of my equipment and stuff. So what I decided to do is do two miniatures today. I'm going to do miniature number 1 and then miniature number 2. I haven't opened it yet, so we'll get to see what's inside later. Yeah, so I guess I'll just start painting. Yeah, so this one, obviously, it's really tiny. And I was just thinking about, doing something real simple. Kind of wanted to do, like, I thought this tail kind of looked a little bit like a scorpion tail. So I was gonna do the wings and the tail, like this like red carapace, like armor that like a scorpion has, and then just do the monkey brown. It's not gonna be like uber detailed just because it's so small, but I thought it would just be like a fun little short miniature to do. So I'm gonna grab some red and like maybe a little bit of brown to mix in. I'm only like an amateur painter, so I just kind of like throw colors together until it looks nice. I don't even have like real palettes, I just have bits of plastic trash that I put paint on. But I do have a lot of paint, so that's fun. Get a brush out. I'm gonna have to do like a lot of really tiny brushes. We can just move this whole tray down here. That's what we can do. Yeah, so most of these are like actual brushes, but I also have some things that I use that aren't brushes, like I need like a little pin, or like those like iPhone tray thingies. Just use this brush. Might be a little bit too big, but it's really firm, so I have a lot of control over it. And then one thing I like to do is I have like these little miniatures in bulk, and they're too big to use in they come from like one of those little like giant like tubes of cheap miniatures that like kids play with, and a family member got this for me thinking that I would have fun painting them, but they're really low quality and not very detailed, and they're too big to play D&D with, so but the color kind of matches the base color of all my miniatures of the primer. So what I do is I just kind of use them as like a place to test to see that the color works. I think I want this to be a little bit redder. It's kind of looking like mud brown right now. Just gonna get some more red. Add it in. How's that look? It's about maybe a good color, at least for the base, and then I can add some more browns in to the shadows. And I can get my my light here so I can actually see. There we go. Well, and I think I might want to move this. But if I move this here, you guys can see better. Yeah, there we go. Probably gonna have to touch up the wings again. Just gotta get the back of the monkey. There we go. This is the tail. It's gonna be a hard place to get. Glad I'm doing the wings and the tail the same color. And then, actually, I used to live in a place that was like really dry and hot. My paint would dry up in seconds, but I'm actually kind of glad that I live in a more humid area now, because I can leave this paint. I can leave it in the tray for like maybe like 30 minutes until it dries. It's amazing. Got that? No sleep? Yeah. Okay. This is my paint water, not confused with my drinking water. Those are two different glasses of water, and I do not mix the two. So I'm not entirely sure what I want, what color I want to do for the, the actual monkey. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking up, like, the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz. Just for like a little bit of inspiration. That's interesting. Flying monkeys are blue. I'm now contemplating. No, because I already have the wings red. I'll just do it like a like normal monkey coloration. Maybe like some blonde fur. Yeah. More of a blonde fur. But I want some brown and then some sandy color. Not that brown. Might be able to use this. It's too light. No organization whatsoever. That might work. To my paints, just kind of, I mean, literally I just throw them all in a bucket. I know I have some paint. It's called like Sandy Desert or something like that. Desert Sand, that's it. Maybe a little bit of yellow. Just in case. I know I have yellow in here. Where is it? There it is. It's like not really a good color at all for blonde fur, but I might be able to mix it in if it's not yellow enough. So I'll start, I'm gonna mix like the desert sand and then this like dark skin color, which that's literally what it says on the bottle. I have cause I do so many humanoid D&D characters. I got a set of light skin and a set of dark skin paints. It has a base, a wash and a highlight color for each of them, and then I can mix and match to get all sorts of different skin colors. Go. This is probably going to be completely the wrong color. Yeah. A little overdue. There it is. Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of that yellow might be a good idea. Like just a drop. Like, this yellow paint is clogged. Like, will that work? There we go. I think that helped. It's a little lighter. Still more of a skin color than fur color. I'll try adding a little bit of red and some yellow, kind of like an orangey color. I have so much of this paint and use so little of it, which is kind of the story of my life. Still not it. How am I running out of yellow? It's like one of the only times I've used it. Ah, there we go. It's all plugged up. Go. There we go. Hopefully I can use that color in the next miniature. You know what? I think just a little bit more yellow and then I'll just call it and say that it's good enough. Problem with the touch lamp is that it turns on and off really nice, but it turns on and off really easily, which means that I accidentally turn it off constantly. Yeah, that's the color I was looking for. Yeah. Okay. Now, just got to okay. So now I've got to find a smaller brush for the body of the monkey. There we go. Want one that's still really kind of stiff and maneuverable, so I'll just use this one. Okay, there's definitely some touch up on the wings I need to do. I definitely need to do another coat on the monkey. Luckily, my paint is still wet. So now, just got to wash that off, dry it off, and put it back in the red paint. Looks like peanut butter and strawberry jelly. Maybe peanut butter and blood. Vampire's favorite lunch. Okay, I think I've gotten the back and the tail. Okay. Touch up on the wings here. Oh, did I miss a spot right there? Fine, just another layer on the wings. But I'm not gonna get down in the crevices again. Touching up what I either missed or went over when I did the monkey body. That looks good. I'm just gonna get the parts people are actually gonna focus on again. Make sure that it's a nice, bright, solid color. Go. Okay. Then it's gonna be just sitting on a little rock. So while the monkey body dries a little bit more, I'm gonna get some stone gray. There's blade steel. It's not stone gray. Mountain stone. That's what it's called. And this is just what I do for the base of most, if not all, of my miniatures. So it'll just look consistent. These away. Then just carefully paint away from. Uh-oh. Probably should have dabbed that off first. That's fine. Oops. This can be part of the tail. When my hand gets really shaky, or I'm doing something very detailed, I like to rest both wrists on the table. Just so that I can like reduce the shaking as much as possible. There's a hair in my paint. Oh. Now, I'm going to touch that off. Dry that off. Then, I'm going to touch up the monkey. That is why you don't get distracted while you're painting. Because, it's not the color I meant to paint there. Okay. I'm gonna touch up the thing I just pulled up. There we go. There we go. I wash my brush off again. Dry that off. I put it in here. Head is the thing that I noticed. We're showing a little bit more primer, so I'm gonna make sure to get that. I've also got to touch up here a little bit. Sometimes, if I'm like really focused, I'll just like wipe off extra paint on my fingers, using my ring and pinky finger, just because I don't actually use those to grab the mini, and it doesn't break my flow of concentration, like putting the mini down to wipe it off on the actual towel does. All touched up, and then I'll get the stone again, and we'll let that dry, and then we'll do the wash. Stone. It's really watery. Why is my stone so watery? That looks good. Actually, I think I might need to touch up right here a little bit. Okay. Now, for the wash, I'm going to do 2 different washes. One for an organic thing, and one for an inorganic thing, which is kind of how I separate my washes. So inorganic things, like stone, just get a black wash. I actually have a bunch of black wash mixed up here, all ready to go. I just dehydrated a little bit. But for the organic stuff, like the wings and the monkey, it's kind of like wishy-washy, no pun intended, about what colors I use. I think for both the monkey and the wings, I'll just do, obviously I'm going to use some black, but just a tiny amount, because a little bit of black goes a long way. And also I am running out of black. And then maybe like some of that dark brown I used earlier. Dark highlights. Where to go? Harvest brown, that's not it. Should have a white top on it because I bought it separately. Dark shadow. Dark highlights again. That's just straight up orange. There it is. All the way in the corner. There's skim. And then, you know what? Harvest brown. And we're at dark highlights. I think it work better than that. Some harvest brown. Yeah, and then a little bit of some deep red. And then supposedly it's supposed to be 4 drops of water to 1 drop of paint. But I just kind of plop paint down and then plop some water in and mix it up until it's the right consistency. Yeah, I'm gonna do the general wash for the monkey first, so that then I can hold it upside down and it A, doesn't get all over the stone, and B, lets me get it kind of into the crevices that I wouldn't be able to get to if I was just doing it upright. And then I'll do the stone afterwards and not turn it upside down, just keep it upright so that none of the black wash gets on the monkey. It's a pretty good wash, especially for the light colors we have. Okay. Okay. Need a little eyedropper. See, I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna get a little piece of paper. Basically, I'll take a notepad or a piece of paper like that, and a pen like Sharpie will work. I'm just gonna scribble all over this notepad. Fill every available space, but that. And then I'm gonna take some of this wash, and if it still makes the paper brown or black or whatever color wash you're using, you can still see the what's underneath it, and that's a good color. Apparently I didn't mix it enough because this is coming back darker. That, I think, might need a couple more things of water. And then we just kinda, well, if we could dunk it, that would be cool, but not. Then we just kinda hold it like this. Oh, we gotta never mind. Gotta wait for a little while longer and let the very bottom of here dry. So now, we'll just start on the wash. And after the wash, but before I do the highlights, it's gonna look really funky. It's gonna look way too dark. But that's okay. I always kind of internally freak out whenever I wash a mini, so I'm like, no, it looked good and now it looks worse. I don't always trust it's gonna look better after the highlights, and sometimes it honestly doesn't if I like really mess up, but that's cool. I've been kind of working through painting Vox Machina from Critical Role, and I totally messed up on Scanlan's face, and I kind of cringe whenever I see it now, but that's cool. It's fine. I like to think I'm slightly better at painting miniatures now, but I'm probably around the same. Okay. Now I'm just gonna drab that off, and if I see anything that looks like it has maybe too much wash, I'm just gonna kinda dab it up, but then sometimes I take too much off, and I gotta put some back. I'm also too finagly when it comes to art. So I just kinda gotta do it and then let it be. See, now there's too much wash on there. It was fine the first time, and then I had to decide to do it again. Okay, there we go. No more wash, you're fine. Sit there. Okay. So now that that's done, we're gonna do the wash for the stone. Just super easy. And just take, I'll put these back first of all. Put this there. And then I find my wash, which is somewhere. So, it's here. And then I'm gonna see if it's still the right consistency. Yeah, no, that's... See that? That's way too thick. So then I get to add some more water. It's fine, because ultimately this is less paint and water than that I would be using if I just made a fresh thing of wash every time. And also it saves a little bit of time too. See that? That's good. You can see the line? Yeah. So now we're just going to use this tiny bit. Okay, so that needs to sit and like dry and like really dry before we do the next thing and all the highlights on it. And during that time, I'm actually going to open the next day, today's bag, so I can see what it is. I'm hoping it's kind of maybe something a little bit bigger, so I can just do some more colors and more intricate things on it, but it'd be cool if it's another familiar. So here it is. It definitely feels like, oh, wait a minute. This doesn't feel like a miniature. This feels like dice. Thought they were only miniatures. Bag number 2. Seems like a dice set. It is. Oh, dude. Oops. Got a percentile dice. And a D8. And a D12. These are so cool. Seeing alchemical signs and some Norse runes on here. It's cool. Little borders. These are probably my new favorite dice. So cool. Thank you, Mom. My mom put together this advent calendar and gave it to me for Christmas this year. And there's dice in it. This is so awesome. Well, now we don't have another miniature to paint. Maybe I'll just think about what I want to do for this one for a little while. Thinking that maybe I should get like some brighter red paint, like maybe just this red. No, I want to mix it with like maybe a little bit of that of the sand color, desert sand, just to dull it down a little bit, but like maybe just a tiny amount of desert sand for the red. There is desert sand. Already have it out? No. This leather brown. ¿Dónde está? Hiding in the corner. Silver. Is that it? There it is. So I'm gonna mix those two for the wings. For the monkey, I think I want to do, so maybe give it a little bit of blonde highlights. So I think I'm gonna get that harvest brown. Let's highlight orange. Leather brown. No, leather brown is probably a better color. That leather brown and this yellow. To try and do the highlights for the monkey. And then for the rock, that's pretty easy. I'll just do what I always do for rock. Some mountain stone and a little bit of white to make it lighter. And then, since we have time, and this is such a simple mini, I kind of want to do some moss on the stone, which means I get this, one of my very first brushes, which already got ruined, so I ruined it more, and now I just kind of use it to like blot, 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 on the mini, and it makes very nice blood smears and moss. as well as just texturing. I don't have it with me right now. It's all packed up to go to my D&D game, but I did this Gorgon mechanical bull type thing, and I did like rust and oxidized spots on the copper, as well as some moss on the stone and some blood smears on its horns with that brush. Yeah, because we're doing highlights now, I'm going to go ahead and switch to this flat palette, otherwise known as a cookie dough lid. It's all dusty. Let me wipe it off. There we go. Okay. So yeah, let me mix up the red. Now fix the wings. Yeah, the wings look dry enough now. Just those two. Okay. I like that color. Yeah, on top of that, kind of has a highlight. Yeah, that looks cool. Definitely. Okay. What kind of like? But yeah. Anyway, now I'm gonna mix in a little bit more the desert sand to make a little bit more of a pink color. Looks like a salmon. Wipe that off. And then there you go. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna do like one streak of it, like that. Just right there. Then I'm gonna do some highlighting right there with it. Like that. And then just a little bit of highlighting on the tail right there. Like that. Yeah, I need to get a better camera for up close stuff. You are not able to see anything. Anyway, on to the monkey. I'm gonna wash this off. Okay, so for the monkey's fur, I'm gonna do leather brown, which is kind of a little bit lighter already than the color we have. And then I'm gonna mix in a little bit of yellow just to make it more of that kind of like weird, like some monkeys do have yellow accents to their fur. That kind of coloration. Then also it might make it seem almost a little bit more magical, because this is supposed to be a familiar, and it is also a flying monkey. maybe a little bit more yellow. I know I can always mix in more leather brown later. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's definitely more blonde. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that looks good. Am I? Is it easy just to turn that off? Okay. That's less of a dry brush and more of just a secondary base, which honestly is kind of okay. What I want to do here. Oops. It's got a little dirt in its wing. And there I go again. Okay, there we go. And then of course on the face. What I'm gonna do on the face is I'm actually gonna get kind of want to add some blue to this monkey. So I don't feel like there's enough colors on it. And also with the tail here, it almost kind of looks like it has a little bit of a venomous barb. So that kind of fits in with like the venomous animal. Like they have like bright color palettes. And also you kind of got the red, yellow, and blue thing going on. And also it's a magical monkey. It's gonna have some funky colors going on. If I was a magic user with a familiar, I would definitely want to have a familiar. If I had a familiar monkey, I would definitely want to have some funky colors going on. I think this might be the wrong brush to do it with. Like a really teeny tiny brush. There it is. I don't look like the way it looks when it's airbrushed on. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this pen and do some really fine painting with the pen. Oops. Free ASMR there. That we can maybe extend the blue up onto his ear here. Like that. Looks like he's wearing a mask. Yeah. Blue masked monkey. Yeah. Okay, I think I've messed up the monkey enough. Now let's do some quick highlighting on the rock. So that's just mountain stone and a touch of white. Almost kind of like a granite look. There we go. Mix it up. Go. Go. My hand's all completely a mess too. And just to make this even more of a mess, we are going to add just a little bit of moss, which is ironically what that was used for. So for the moss, I'm gonna take some of this leather brown and some of this green and mix it together. Right on top of there, why not? The green never mixes well, I don't know why. That might be too much of the leather brown. That's what it is. Then I put the green back in there. Yep, we're gonna need a lot more green. There we go. It's a good moss color. Okay, now I'm going to do what you never want to do with a brush. And ruin its bristles. With the brush, with the ruined bristles. Just gonna kind of do that. I'll go on here and do that. Just like I'm dry brushing, but instead I am completely fucking up the bristles. Until it gets about there. And then I'm just gonna go down like right there. Just a little bit of green. Just probably too much green. There. And then I just kind of go around and I kind of do that. And now it's a mossy rock. Oops. And moss can come in all different colors, so you can do this with green, you can do it with yellow, you can do it with a little bit of orange. I mean, if you're in a magic place, you can have like blue and purple moss. I think there's like pink moss, naturally. all sorts of colors. Yeah, I'm gonna go wash off my palettes, or maybe not, I don't actually care. Here's the final image, which you cannot see because I have a horrible camera. I'll take a picture of this and try and put it up somewhere. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow or in a couple days to paint number 3 and number 4 in the Advent Calendar. Yeah, see ya.